Welcome to this technical focus dedicated to substructures protection from underground dangerous gases like radon and methane. In particular, radon is a naturally occurring, odorless, and colorless radioactive gas that enters the environment from the soil. It is a proven cause of lung cancer and is present virtually throughout Europe, as the map shows. To manage humidity and radon gas in basements and cellars, a ventilated crawl space system is often used, whose proper functioning depends on the creation of an adequate airflow continuous passage. However, this system has some limitations, such as the difficulty of exploiting north-south circulation flows and the presence of foundation structures that cause bottlenecks and slow down airflow. Although condensation inside crawl spaces is often tolerated with uneven ventilation, this is unacceptable when it comes to radon gas disposal. In these cases, a forced extraction system, supported by appropriate detectors, is required. Thanks to the amphibia membrane, integrated with other Volteco systems, performance can be significantly increased in this type of application, ensuring a dry and protected structure even under foundations in compliance with regulations in force. The overlay images clearly and in detail illustrate the operational phases of the intervention. During renovation projects in underground and semi-underground spaces, it is quite common to encounter historic walls made of stone, brick, tuff, or other traditional materials, often characterized by discontinuity, high porosity, and irregular geometries. These elements, while representing an architectural and historical value to be preserved, represent significant challenges in terms of waterproofing and moisture protection. Working in Venice has taught us how to expertly intervene on historic walls, addressing complex environmental conditions such as brackish water, capillary rise, and tides. Our solutions have been created, developed, and gradually improved specifically to ensure proper intervention in these historic contexts, meeting the specific needs of protection and durability. In these contexts, it is essential to adopt versatile solutions, compatible with a variety of materials and capable of ensuring effective and long-lasting sealing, even in the most critical areas, such as the joints between horizontal and vertical surfaces. These are particularly vulnerable areas where the risk of infiltration is higher. The amphibia waterproofing system, combined with mortars from the Bimortar range of products, represents a reliable technical solution. Furthermore, in these environments, the sensation of a cold wall is common. This very common phenomenon is mainly linked to temperature differences between interior and exterior areas. Walls in contact with the ground, in fact, remain at a lower temperature than the heated internal air. This thermal imbalance makes the walls colder than the rest of internal environment. The main consequences create uncomfortable living. A cold wall creates a feeling of a damp and unwelcoming environment, even if there are no leaks. Condensation. Humidity in the indoor air can condense on the cold surface, creating stains, mold, or deterioration. Mold risk. The accumulation of condensation promotes the growth of mold, with negative impacts on aesthetics, durability, and health. To solve this problem, dehumidifying and anti-condensation plasters, such as the Calibro system, can be used, which help regulate humidity, improve comfort, and reduce the risk of mold. The result is a dry, comfortable, and healthy environment, as demonstrated by the photos summarizing some recent interventions. So far, we have discussed underground and semi-basement spaces, but it is important to extend this consideration to ground floor interventions as well, where renovations often require excavations of up to 50-70 centimeters deep. For example, to accommodate systems such as underfloor heating. At this stage of construction, it's essential to implement adequate protective measures because, even at this elevation, the building rests on potentially damp ground, subject to infiltration and to the presence of gases such as radon. By applying the amphibia membrane to protect the base, a continuous barrier is created that keeps the structure dry and protected over time, preventing damage that, once the work is completed, would be difficult, if not impossible, to repair. The technical rendering highlights the intervention in detail in the vertical section, the low ground level. The use of bi-mortar plaster seal waterproof plaster gives protection from water and moisture. Amphibia is applied over the lean concrete to waterproof the foundation. The WT hydro-swellable profile is used to stop any infiltrations caused by the perimeter joints. The new slab is then installed, and at ground level, the 000 chemical barrier is used to stop capillary rising damp. Finally, the Calibro Plus evaporation plaster in the NHL version for historic masonry, which guarantees healthy and stable walls over time. This integrated approach allows even ground floors to be transformed into healthy, protected, and long-lasting environments with effective moisture management right from the foundations, as demonstrated by the photos accompanying the many recent interventions. Our team is available for further information, assistance, or to discuss specific case studies and projects. You can contact us directly through our social media channels or by email.